Welcome everyone to the Side Draft Podcast. And in the off season, we're going to bring you some more Y fans that love their driver. It's been a few months, I believe, but we're here, we're back, and we're stronger than ever. Even though we just recorded this entire thing, found out Mike wasn't even plugged in, so we're having a great day.
It was awesome. You should have heard it.
I wish you would have heard it because it was great, but you know. We're going to read some comments that was submitted by the Team Penske Nation Facebook group. They were also on the Brad Keselowski video and as well as Ryan Blaney. So here we are finishing out the Penske trilogy with Joey Logano, aka the 2018 NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series champion.
Congratulations, Joey.
And to start it off, we have Malini, who says, a few years ago I was watching NASCAR for the first time. My husband, then boyfriend at the time, got me into it. There was a rain delay. Instead of Joey sitting in his bus, he went into the stands with the fans. I was hooked from that day forward and will forever remain a Joey fan. That spoke volumes about his character and type of person he is. Love him, and they have a heart emoji.
Yeah, this right here is what really brings fans to the drivers. When the drivers steps out of their comfort zone, or just do something unexpected, like go into the fans in a rain delay, and that really touches the fans, and it really draws them to that driver. And what an awesome experience! You sitting there waiting for the race to come and start, and then it's raining. So then you like, man, what are we gonna do now? Oh, here comes Joey. And then you talk to Joey, and that's pretty awesome. And it's it's like a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it's one of those moments, you cuss the rain, and then Joey comes up here and you're like, thank you, rain. And so, the little things these drivers do to make fans' days, that it just goes a long way. And it's something that these fans will talk about forever.
Yeah, because sometimes, when you they're at race day and you're down in the pits, and I know the drivers got places to go here, and it's like they ain't really got time for the fans, and like they're all in a hurry because they want to get the race going. But once it rains, and then they come up there and talk to you, and they're kind of laid back, and they just enjoy their time waiting for rain to go over.
The next comment is from Cindy. It says, I am a member of a children's charity similar to Joey's. We work through racing to bring a day fun to the lives of kids with serious illnesses or injuries, and to raise funds for the Helen Devo Children's Hospital in Grand Rapids. One of our kids was a Joey fan from way back in his early days. She was able to meet him at an event at Michigan Speedway. She asked if he could call her on Christmas morning. Well, of course he did. Saw me right there, and continues his generosity. And she wants to add that there is a happy ending to this. The fan was cured of her illness, and that fan now drives a sprint car.
Yeah, it's really good. She is cured from the illness. That's always really good, and it's really good for these foundations to reach out to these kids and give them experience like that. And for Joey to call her on Christmas Day, that's pretty awesome. Not many people get the opportunity, and it's really good to see her getting into racing.
Yeah, maybe one day she'll get to race Joey Logano. Maybe she'll be calling him on Christmas one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be cool to, in the future when some of these fans who gotten these opportunities to meet Joey and he helped them out and see them succeed in racing themselves. It'd be just a great story to hear about week to week.
Yeah, we wish her a lot of luck in racing too.
And next one is from Shirley. Says, my son-in-law got me interested in NASCAR back in 2011. He was a Dale Jr. fan, but I decided to choose my own driver. Joey was invited to be our guest driver here in Canada in 2012 for our annual Children's Hospital fundraiser. After meeting Joey, I knew he was my driver. Down to earth, personality, generous with his time, humble, and how could you not love that genuine laugh and big smile? I see that same man today as he was in 2012. Joey Logano will be one of the best drivers ever to represent NASCAR.
Yeah, I believe Joey is really good to represent NASCAR. He's just got a positive attitude, and like everybody says, that smile. And a lot of comments here talks about his smile, and I think it's contagious at times, and just to see him laugh, and he is down to earth guy.
Next one is from Elisa. She says, well, when he first started racing, our son was in the military. They are close in age, both wear caps, and mostly they share a huge smile. Missed him so much. It was just a mama thing, missing her son. And Joey reminded me so much of our son. Kind of helped me through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, that's real good. That Joey reminds you of your son. That kind of helped you through missing him, and we just want to thank him for his service, and we're thankful for all our military.
And again, Joe Logano's helping out the fans, even though he may not know that he helped that certain fan out. Hopefully he'll see this and he'll know. But it's great how so many drivers affect so many fans' lives.
Yeah, so many drivers don't really realize how many fans they really touch and help them out through hard times.
Next one is from Amy, who says she is a former Jeff Gordon fan since he started. When he retired in 2015, I wasn't sure what to do. I just watched the races and wished Jeff still drove. It took me 2 years to find someone, and that person is Joey. He's a class act, a totally relatable guy, happy, down to earth, smart, and confident. I joined this group a few months ago. When I found it, I am so happy for Joey. He earned and deserves that championship, and I am a diehard fan. Hashtag JL22.
Yeah, Amy, congratulations on this fan group. We've enjoyed it a lot, and we just get so much support from this fan group. But Joey, he really does deserve his championship, and he fought real hard this year for it, and his hard work paid off.
Next one is from Vicky, who said, at the Bristol racetrack 2010, saw him doing a live interview. Never saw a bigger smile or felt such enthusiasm from a driver. That day decided it for me. I've taken a lot of grief for supporting Joey, but he'll be my driver always. For Joey, it's not all about racing. It's about giving your absolute best in and off the racetrack.
Yes, he really does give it all on the track, and he does give a lot back off the track. So, I just saw the other day that, that some of the stuff he does, behind the scenes, he'll go out and help build houses, and he'll go out and help these young children and stuff, and it's pretty amazing some of the stuff that he does.
Yeah, and she says took a lot of grief for supporting Joey. Another instance I could see that at the Martinsville race, with the move against Martin Truex, he saw the opportunity, who took it. It reminded me a lot of like the old school racing. The newer fans may not be used to that, maybe, but those are moves that is act of a true champion. It reminds me a lot of Dale Earnhardt, Rusty Wallace, even Jeff Gordon.
Yes, some old school racing is beating bang. Got to go for the win and never give up.
Yeah, and those moments are the moments we will always remember throughout NASCAR history. It just creates great racing and a lot of great memories of racing.
And it's kind of what built racing what it is today, is some of that hard racing back then from a lot of the Hall of Fame guys.
Yeah, we wouldn't remember quotes like just wanted to rattle his cage if we all just gave everyone room. Oh, it's okay, you can win. But we'll always remember quotes like he'll never win the damn war, and especially since Joe Logano did win the damn war, so it's a win-win for fans and Joey. So it's great.
Yeah, because a lot of these people don't realize that we're not driving to the grocery store. We're trying to win a race. So,
I got 12 items. I should go first. So next one is from Chance. After Mark Martin retired, I was sort of in limbo for a couple of years, trying to find a driver. Fast forward to 2015 Kansas when Joey moved Matt after Matt blocked Joey into the wall multiple times. Joey moved him, showed me he wasn't going to get pushed around by other drivers. I drive very similar if I raced. Been a fan ever since. Hashtag Team JL.
Yeah, I believe I'd be the same way if I raced too. I'd be. I'm very competitive too, and Joey is, and that's what you got to be in racing, and just Joey just wanted it more than Truex did, and that's the way I'd want Joey to race.
Yeah, and Joey's had a lot of memorable moments. Kansas, twice at Martinsville, really, but it's just he's an old school racer in this new era of racing. I think Joe Logano and Kyle Busch are, they're not necessarily like the youngest out there now, but in terms of the new age of racing, I think they're both the most talented.
Yeah.
Next one is from Delina. I'm 79 years old. Met him at Fontana when he drove the 20. He had the best smile and took time to talk and have a picture made with this old lady. He is caring, loving man to his fans. My son had a jigsaw puzzle made for me and Joey for Christmas titled Joey's Biggest Fan. I still love him to this day.
Yeah, Joey does give a lot back to the fans, and just make a special moment for her, and then with her son making the jigsaw puzzles to put them all together. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's something the family will remember forever, just making the fans' day, and will always be a memory to cherish. Next one is from Brenda. She says, I became a fan of Joey's because of his driving style, ability. Then I had the opportunity to meet him several times in person, at autograph sessions, or in the pits. Love seeing a smile on his face all the time and how great he was with the fans, how easy it was to joke with him, and what he does for his foundation. Always tries to make time for everyone, and one of my biggest thrills was when the captain gave him a ride. I knew then he'd be a champion one day. And then she has, in a little parentheses, says, JGR was destroying him.
We don't want to get into that, but I believe Penske really suited Joey, his driving style, and Roger Penske got a lot of people in place and made that team really competitive. And him and Brad they get along so well.
Yeah, and then she mentioned JGR was destroying him. I don't think it was necessarily JGR, which, who knows what was really going on. But, I think certain drivers work better with certain teams, certain teammates as well. I think Brad and Joey are really great friends, and I think Ryan Blaney's right there as well. They just all, they're super friendly with each other. Even the crew chiefs and the spotters, they're all tied together, really great friends.
Yeah, I believe you can really tell that, and it's not like three teams; it's like one big team, and then they all help each other out, and it's that's what you got to do. I mean, they're all kind of family. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, like at Martinsville a few years ago, saw Brad, who I think Brad was out of the playoffs, so is just helping Joe Logano hopefully get to Homestead, and his, letting him go, trying to block the people for him. It's just a great bond between teammates. And the last one, but not least, is from Beth, who says, I love him as a driver because he worked hard, proven himself. He has so much integrity, love for family, trustworthy love for the Lord, and showed that even though things have been hard, he always had a smile on his face and keeps a positive attitude. A true champion in my book. Very proud to be a fan and a member of his foundation. Hashtag Team Joey Logano, and a big shout out from a huge fan Battle Creek, Michigan. So proud of his accomplishment, and our 2018 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series champion. Yeah, a lot of these comments are really great. A lot of them mention, how positive and happy he always is, which is always great. I know, like at the racetrack, drivers have to put on their game face, and Joey Logano just seems to always be smiling.
Yeah, he's always got that smile. And he's very just positive, and like she said, the love for the Lord and stuff, and it really shows, and the care he has for his fans, and I'm glad to see she's a member of his foundation, and it was right before he started his foundation, and the foundation was started because of a young fan was a big, he had an illness and died of leukemia. His name was Jake Leatherman, and his mama went on social media and trying to get drivers to come to the funeral, or something like that, and Joey was one of the first ones that responded to it, and him and a bunch of other team members had went to the funeral, and Joey was so touched at the funeral to see these young fans may not get an opportunity to be at a race or something, and so he was so touched. That's the reason he started the foundation, to maybe giving back to the community, and that's the point when I started being a fan of Joey, is when he went to that funeral, because it really touched me. I got a cousin that has is handicapped, and so when somebody reaches out to someone like that, it really touches me real deeply.
Yeah, and I've seen him grow as a person and character, ever since then. It seems like he's, been smiling more and more, and just being a positive role model for future fans and really everyone in the whole entire sport.
Yeah, when he puts the helmet on, he's very competitive, but outside a race track, he's a very caring person.
Yeah, and the main goal of why fans love their drivers, to show these drivers how appreciated they are. I think Joey is one of them who should be very proud of what he's done. Not only because he's a champion, but of how much he's taking time for the fans, and help some of the kids who had a lot of issues and a lot of things they have to worry about with their illnesses and injuries, and just trying to make their day and give them something to be really happy about, and get to share forever with their friends that they hung out with Joey Logano.
Yeah, with Joey, it ain't it's not an act. You don't just it ain't for the camera to reach out to these kids, but it's his true passion, and you can really tell that. And when he brings the kids to the tracks and makes them part of the team, and it just makes that kid so special.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these kids. They go there and they're just smiling, just like Joe Logano. It's really cool to see, and hopefully it'll continue forever and ever.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Joe Logano for doing all that. It's just really special, him doing it.
Yeah, and looking forward to seeing him race in 2019. Hoping to see some more fans get their days made by Joey Logano, other drivers as well, but I think Joey's been one of the best at making fans feel appreciated, and hopefully we'll see some other drivers take up that role as well.
Yeah, he really he's got a real understanding for the fans and the young kids, and what he should do outside of the sport. So it's a really good role model for these young people to look up to. I know some people will give him a hard time like on the racetrack, driving too hard. I mean, it's just
I
tough.
still never understand that.
But
it's your job. Racing hard. Okay, that's enough of that.
But Joey, don't listen to all that. We just appreciate you. We appreciate all that you do for your foundation and for your fans, and we just enjoy watching you on the track.
And to Joe Logano, keep racing as hard as you can because it makes NASCAR great. You know, again, thank you to Team Penske Nation. We had a rough time with the Facebook groups in the past, but this Facebook group has always been, very, appreciative, of the people who get the comment. They're just so excited about being involved. We've seen a lot of Facebook groups send us really not good messages just about wanting to contact the fans and see what the fans want.
We weren't trying to sell anything. We're just trying to get comments from the fans and find out why they become a fan of that driver. And Team Penske has been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, some Facebook groups were okay, but we recently had to stop the series because it's really difficult for us to get comments on Twitter sometimes, and you don't want to go talk about a driver and just have 2 comments, so it's a real tough battle there because I could see where they're coming from. We're going on the Facebook group and asking why they like their driver just to be on the podcast, but it's not an advertising thing. I didn't want to see it like that, but this group has always understood that it's a family thing. We're all NASCAR fans, and just really glad that we found that group to ask why they love their drivers.
Yeah, we're just trying to put a new light onto certain drivers, and maybe somebody's new to the sport and looking for a driver, and they hear this and say, "Oh, I like that driver. I like all he's done." And sometimes all you see is the person on the track, on TV or whatever, but you don't really see the person behind the scenes. And maybe these videos would help you see another side of that driver.
Yeah, you go on social media and you'll see a lot of things about drivers, good or bad. And sometimes with the new day and age of social media, the bad normally outweighs the good all throughout Twitter. But we want to bring the good and show it to all of you, because you get to see all these cool moments, get to hear about all these cool moments of how they met the driver, what they did, like going up into the stands. That is really cool. You don't really get to see that very much. I believe the only person I've heard of doing that is Joey and Ryan Blaney at a testing one time. So it's really cool to hear about these moments.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Hear about the behind the scenes stuff, and that's what we like to hear about, and what this driver did, and it's just to make a fan feel special, and that's pretty awesome things to hear.
Yeah, so if you got a driver that we haven't covered yet, let us know. If you have a Facebook group that that you would like for us to go on there and ask some of the members, why they love that driver. Just let us know what group you are, and we'll find our way there. But yeah, thank you again to Team Penske Nation, all the fans out there. It's great hearing from all of you about what made you become fans of these drivers, and sharing some really cool moments with our heroes of 2018. We might possibly do like classic Why Fans Love, like Rusty Wallace or Dale Earnhardt Sr., people like that.
That's possible.
We'll just have to see. But we'll see you next time. Just let us know who you'd like to see on this episode of Why Fans Love Their Driver.